Now, in this tutorial, I have started with same geometry, and this part, this part I will explode and will again make it solid. Which are not components of any part. These are now separate entities. Now we will hide this body and we will slice this body in different components. For that I will use slice option, slice by a surface, this surface, and selected bodies, and this is the body selected, then generate. So now there is, you can see two bodies are generated here. I will again slice this body, create slice by surface. I will pick the surface, apply, then body selected, generate here. I will again slice this body, create slice, apply the surface. I'll choose this surface, then apply, then the same body selected and generate. Yeah, now we have 4 solids which create this complete part. So I will select this solid and press shift button, and I can select this solid. We have selected all 4 components, so I will form a new part. Yes, this is a new part made up of all the 4 solids, and this is another solid. So the mesher will generate a common nodes between these 4 solids. Then I will move to mesher. Yes, now this is ready to mesh solid. Okay, I will hide this solid first, hide body, and then I will only focus on this solid. I will hide all other bodies. Yeah, now we can focus only on this entity. I'll delete this. I'll start meshing. So insert, method, select this geometry, and here I will use a sweep method. Then I'll just see how the mesh is generated. Click on the mesh. Yeah, the mesh is generated on this solid. I'm using default sizing of the Ansys. I will go to the next solid, this solid. I will hide this. Okay, so we have this next solid. Here I will use a different method. Select the solid. I will use a multi-zone for this. So for multi-zone, I will change the source target selection to manual source, and in manual source you can select these are all surfaces. Now measure will try to map from this surface to this surface. So all these are source surfaces in multi-zone. So it will try to extrude mesh from this surface to this surfaces, from this group of surfaces to this group of surfaces. Okay, yes, apply. So these all the surfaces are source surfaces. Now I will try to mesh this solid, generate mesh, just check the mesh. Yeah, it has generated a mesh. We'll just check whether Ansys has kept the mesh on this solid. It has removed. If you see, there is a cross this sign. This is actually meshed entity because it is crossed, and this is not crossed. The mesh is removed. So Ansys has removed the mesh from this block. So this sequence of the meshing is very important. If I mesh first this and try to mesh this, sometimes it may not possible. So I again need to generate a mesh on this solid. Now it will, for sweeping operation, it will use already meshed face and then it will come to this side. Previously it was went from this to this side, so there was a mismatch. So it has removed this mesh. We have meshed this, there was surface already meshed, now it has just swept it. So this is a logical things and this is doing. Okay, so next is I will again show this body. Here I will hide these bodies. Body, I will again use a sweep method. Then generate mesh on this. Check the mesh, see whether Ansys has removed the mesh or not. Ansys has kept this mesh. Okay, there is no problem. So I will again, this is the last. Now hide these two bodies. And for the last entity I will use again multi-zone. Go to multi-zone and select manual source, this and this. So Ansys will try to mesh from this group of surfaces to this surface. It will try to extrude the mesh. Okay, so just see how generate mesh on this body. Yes, it is crossed, it is successfully meshed. Yeah, so I will show all the bodies now. If you see this part, it has removed the mesh of this solid. So then I need to remove the mesh on this solid also. Clear mesh, clear generated data. Yes, it has removed mesh. Now what I will do, I will go from this surface, whatever is meshed, I will go to this. I will mesh this. Mesh will come to this surface, and then Ansys will mesh from this to this. So just check whether it is doing. Yes, now Ansys use this surface for sweeping purpose, and it has reached to this surface. Now Yes, it has kept all the meshes. So sequence of the meshing should be like that. First you should mesh this this and then this, and you can record the sequence. If you this is a repetitive task, you can record the sequence in Ansys, and whenever you change the size or something, Ansys, and if you just need to click generate mesh, Ansys will follow the sequence as per the record. That thing we'll see later on. Okay, so just hide this. No, don't no need to hide this part. I'll just show this part, show this, and here I will use the default measure, and then I will generate mesh on selected bodies. Yes, this is the mesh generated on this body. Okay, so I'll just check the mesh how many elements it has used 18 23 elements. There is a size limitation. I can't use more elements in student edition. There is a limitation on number of elements for student edition, so I have to keep it to minimum. Then I have applied the fixed support on these surfaces. Then I have applied force on this surface. I will just solve this problem. Yeah, now I will show you the equivalent stresses. Yeah, they solved. And if you go to the connections and contacts, you will see, and this has automatically detected contact between this surface and this surface. The second contact is, so it has correctly generated contact between different solids. And there is one thing is that whatever contacts Ansys used by default is bonded type. Like this is also bonded and this is also bonded. There are various contacts possible, like no separation, frictionless, rough, and frictional. About this we will discuss in future tutorials. I will stop this tutorial. Thank you.